Ashley Benefield, who is accused of shooting her husband Douglas to death following what she says was a dispute that occurred inside the couple's home in September of 2020. She is facing second-degree murder charges and faces anywhere from 25 years to life in prison if convicted. Let's get you back into court right now and listen to more of this very, very interesting pretrial hearing. When we last left it, the judge had the prosecutor on their heels with regard to some malfeasance that occurred in the case, and the defense bringing a motion to actually preclude information based upon late turning over discovery. Let's get to it.
Goals, they have different jobs, and so I think it's important that the same thing happened in two different agencies that have different goals. The detective is talking solely about criminal charges. CPT and CPS is speaking specifically about DR cases or, dependency cases. So it's for two very different reasons that they're each doing evaluations. And the fact that neither law enforcement nor the family realm proceeded with charges or cases. I think it's important to differentiate between the criminal world and the family world, and that is two different sectors, and that they could do two different things, and neither one of them did.
But I still never got this clear answer. There was a DP case. Was there a dependency?
Yes.
Which, again, I've already put all of my questions about that are still unanswered. All right, let me go ahead and take a break. I do want to be respectful of Ms. Glenn's time and take this plea because she did have 11 o'clock booked. So why don't you guys take about a 15-minute break? I'll take the plea, and then we'll get right back to it with your rebuttal, Mr. Taylor. Are you going to take this, or do you want me to call?
Katherine, one of the reasons judges hate this is that they put these orders together so that if there's motion, in other words, the defense lawyer is not only asking that it be precluded, but that if it be allowed, that he get a Daubert hearing. This really puts the brakes on a court calendar that has been ready and expecting everybody's ready for trial. Thoughts? I got about 30 seconds.
Well, yes, the judge is upset about this because of those possible delay, but the Daubert hearing is very important because Daubert is very drastic remedy in terms of if the court is going to exclude the expert, that's a drastic remedy, and usually it's based in favor of the person, the non-movement, which is the prosecutor here.
Yeah, so Brian, what do you think in terms of the idea that the judge may be inclined to say, he's getting ready for that remedy. He's asking questions that are close to, I'm going to preclude this, but he's got to be careful and balance the interests. If it were me and the judge, and I've seen happen in cases like this, he'd scold the prosecutor, maybe sanction the prosecutor, but give the defense an opportunity to depose the witness, have the Daubert hearing, but he's not going to be all too happy. Or he could just outright exclude it. I got about 30 seconds, Brian.
Yeah, swing for the fences and you hope you get it. But if not, the other analogy I would give is get as many bites of the apple as possible. So try to get excluded altogether, but if you can get the hearing, get the questioning, get an expert to confront them down the line, these are all wins. Defense, sometimes the best offense is a good defense, and creating enough barriers to get past that beyond a reasonable doubt is all you can do in a case sometimes.
Yeah, and you can also argue before, just real quick, if you agree with me or not, that even if the judge doesn't preclude it, that they can use this as a basis for appeal down the road.
Absolutely.
That they weren't given enough chance to fight their case.
Hey, if you don't win the battle, you win the war, and sometimes the war is the appeal.
Yeah, all right, excellent. Well, the defense lawyer is doing a really good job there presenting these issues, got the prosecutor on their heels like we all talked about before. The credibility of this prosecutor now is going to be with a judge that's going to look at them with a askance eye. Guys, thank you so much. Awesome as always. Great to do that segment with Brian and be back into the saddle again arguing with him. We're going to take a quick break with some more new guests coming up. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.